What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 900 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I'm not going to lie to you. After the trade deadline, I really tuned out to all the Giannis is unhappy, all the blowouts that the Milwaukee Bucks have been going through, basically. And what I mean by that is, if you haven't noticed that Giannis Antetokounmpo, has returned from his injury, and the Bucks really still look like the same old team, the same Bucks team that weren't going to win anything. Right now, they are the 11th seed. They are 4 games behind the Charlotte Hornets in the Eastern Conference, which is its best since the 2022 season. So it's going to be really hard or really tough for the Milwaukee Bucks to catch up and win some basketball games, in which a season where I do not think there is enough talent around Giannis Antetokounmpo, a season where I thought Giannis Antetokounmpo should have got traded, and that really didn't happen. And to be honest with you, that win against the win against the Jazz yesterday, it really didn't prove anything to me whether the Bucks were a good team or not. That's why when I'm looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm looking at a player that obviously you notice his dominance on an every night basis, right? But at the same time, yesterday was the first game that he was able to even get his 27. That was the longest streak, or what? He went 4 or 5, 6 straight games without getting 27 points. That's the longest streak since he won the Most Improved Player award in the 2016-2017 season. So that should just tell you a lot, to which Giannis has to carry this team, in which I feel like a season where I thought that where you knew, basically, I had high hopes, I guess, for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think I knew that he would dominate. I said that in the beginning of the season, but I knew that at the time, this would be a rough carry job. This would be one of the craziest carry jobs in NBA history if Giannis got it done and dragged this Bucks team to the playoffs. And it really doesn't look like that is going to happen this season, which sucks for Giannis's resume, don't get me wrong. But for all the antics that they put everybody through during the trade deadline, I'm pretty sure I made like 3 videos talking about how Giannis was going to get traded, Giannis requested a trade, and the trade not even happening. So I really tuned out to all the Giannis noise, and honestly, for the next half of the season, really, I'm not really too intrigued with the possibility of the Milwaukee Bucks. And I don't know what is going to happen in the future for the Milwaukee Bucks. Maybe they trade him in the trade deadline. Not the trade deadline. Maybe they trade him during the offseason. I don't know. But I do not see a clear path for where the Milwaukee Bucks will compete in the next 2 seasons, because we do know that nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. We know that already, right? They released Damian Lillard for Miles Turner. Miles Turner is not having the season that you wanted him to have when giving him his money and letting Damian Lillard go back to the Portland Trailblazers. You know that. And Dame is still on your books. So when you look at that and you look at the roster, I'm not going to say the roster anymore because I'm pretty sure y'all know it. But I do have I am intrigued with the possibility of Ousmane Deng being a good player, because I really like his game. But Cam Thomas haven't given you the scoring that you wanted to out of getting him from the Brooklyn Nets, and obviously picking him up while he was waived. So you don't know what you have in Cam Thomas either. He really just looks like a shot chucker, which people were calling him in Brooklyn. So I don't know how this possibly gets better for the Bucks. And what I'm probably showing you right now is Giannis's on and off numbers. They are 121 and 117 with a positive net rating of 3.6. And with him off the floor, Giannis and the Bucks are 112, 119 and a half, negative 7.6. So you obviously see how bad of a team really this team is without Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that's not even saying a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm showing a screenshot of their starting 5, and it's really one of the worst starting 5s in the league. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm not going to hold you at all. But when you look at, obviously, some of them off the court or some of them on the court with Giannis Antetokounmpo, they are a good team. Like, the screenshot should show you that there are 4 lineups with or the 4 lineup with KPJ, Rollins, Giannis, and Turner is a positive 8. Their lineup with KPJ off the court, even though they are small sample sizes, don't get me wrong, but you see the talent that they're trying to do. But is it going to pay off? And I don't see it happening, and I don't see this rest of the season. Maybe this is Giannis seeing the talent that he's going to possibly play with next season and try to come out next year strong, but at the same time, I don't see how this gets better at all, and I don't want, or I didn't want at the time, a player like Giannis, right? I feel like loyalty is somewhat overshadowed in this modern day NBA because we all know the business side of the NBA takes over a lot, and loyalty is not valued over owners. And which Giannis Antetokounmpo is being so loyal to the point where he might only finish his championship, or he might only finish his career with that one championship in 2021. And a player as dominant as Giannis Antetokounmpo only getting one championship would probably be a travesty, because what would we be doing after the generation after mine who's growing up right now, and they'd be like, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he only has one championship. How are you calling him the second best power forward to Tim Duncan all the time? How are you calling him the third best power forward to Dirk or KG? They both have one championship too. Like, what has he done? And which I don't want that to happen to Giannis Antetokounmpo at all, and I don't see it happening because of how dominant Giannis has been throughout his career. And obviously I do think people will look back at his career and see the talent aspects to which Giannis has to carry right now. And I do think Giannis is a top 3 player in basketball. Like I always said in my videos, I really do think it's interchangeable between Giannis, and Jokic. My bad, I was about to say Luka, but Luka's that 4th guy. I feel like right now maybe you could throw Luka in the interchangeable 4 and then Tatum probably, but I don't know. I just feel like this season has been a waste for the Milwaukee Bucks and a waste of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he has nobody to blame for himself, because if he would have just stood up and demanded a trade, Giannis wouldn't be a Milwaukee Buck right now. Giannis would probably be fighting for playoff positioning, which each of the Eastern Conference teams are doing and the Western Conference teams are doing, which the Milwaukee Bucks right now, they're just trying to get into the 10th seed, which is a hard ass because the teams in front of them are not losing games, and you really don't control your own destiny anymore, which sucks. Because what if the Bucks even end up going back to being a 500 team and them still not being a play-in team at least? It just sounds like the worst nightmare scenario for the Milwaukee Bucks. And honestly, keeping Giannis was probably the best thing for Milwaukee because Milwaukee loves him. And I didn't think at the time it would be so easy to get off Giannis. I was hopeful because that would probably open up the Bucks rebuild and finally rebuild around a new player, and hopefully in a different light in a new organization for the Milwaukee Bucks. But I don't know. It's really hard for me to feel bad for Giannis right now because I know that he's not playing with the talent around him. I think we all know that, but I feel like we stopped paying attention to it last month when he didn't get traded, and which I just wanted to make a video because I know y'all been noticing the Milwaukee Bucks lose some games that they're not supposed to lose. Like they lost to the Bulls the other night. I'm like, what the fuck? How are they losing to the Bulls? And I don't know. Maybe it's just me being optimistic as a basketball fan. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Giannis Antetokounmpo down below, and how y'all feel about the Milwaukee Bucks in general. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.